my take on the Francine Niyomukunzi 5,000 meters run time of 15 minutes and 22.40 seconds from today, Monday, 5 August 2024. I'm Tanis Coralee Leonhardi, she, her, hers of Seattle. I'm Tanis Leonhardi, she, her, hers of Seattle. And this is the Francine Niyomukunzi of Burundi 5,000 meters run race at the 2024 Summer Olympic Games in Paris, France. She won a time of 15 minutes and 22.40 seconds in the final on Monday, 5 August 2024. With her time, she achieved 15th place. Place, not finish. I provide my take / perspective on her performance and contextualize it in terms of her being the only competitor in the race with about my hair length and a potential reason why she dropped back during the race. So she didn't drop out, but she dropped back. So I did watch this. It wasn't the Canadian broadcast. Our TV got cut out because everybody's watching the Olympic Games and we weren't there early enough. You know, there's the NBC diehards that just leave the television on 24/7 during the Olympic Games and mute it. And then there are those of us who tune in every so often, and I had been tuning in early enough / there was a small enough audience that I could get it, and then we didn't. So I watched something different, of course, through, I think it's a streaming service. Makes the third different broadcast I've been watching. So anyway, so I did watch it, is what I'm saying. And so there's a lot to unpack here. So there were 16 people, so as a normal final for the 5,000 meters, there's 16 people all competing for, you know, the same inner lane position and crossing that finish line first. So you can think of it as like pool swimming, only all 16 people are in one lane. Right. So it's a whole lot more competitive. And this was actually a hyper competitive race with elbowing and I think a disqualification. There was physical and or there was verbal altercation between multiple runners and potentially physical altercation as well. Faith Kipyegon of Kenya got disqualified, even though she was second to finish to cross the finish line. So when I say that Miss Francine of Burundi got 15th place, that's place, not finish. She finished 16th. And so I was watching and I was like, I've done a individualized athletic performance contextualization before for a Francine of Burundi, but it was a different Francine. So I was like, I gotta do this one. And I was looking her up online before the start of the race, and she had short hair in the race, like my kind of short hair. And I'm a she, her, hers. And I was watching, I was like, only one out of all 16, she was the only one with hair approximately my length. Not that some of the women didn't style their hair, that it's pulled back tight, kind of. So it might look like it's short, even though it's long, but like strapped down, so to speak, so it doesn't get in their face. But so I thought that was cool. I was like, yeah, Burundi. And you guys know that Burundi's a passion project for me. I studied the genocide in Burundi back when I lived in Africa, South Africa. I attended school at Nelson Mandela Metropolitan University, and so that was like the genocide I studied was the 1990s. Neighbor to the north, Rwanda, also experienced a genocide about that time. Anyway, so so that's the first one. Second one, she dropped back. So she was doing really well. She was like towards the back of the pack, then she moved forward and she was like towards the front of the pack, and then something happened and she just kind of dropped back. And I saw it happen and I was like, please just don't drop out. Please finish. Because I was like, I want to do it on her. And I was like, please finish. Please just finish the race. And she finished the race. So thank you for that, Miss Francine, if you're watching this. And why did she drop back? I think she had an asthma attack. I have mild asthma. It was like, you know, for when she dropped out in the race and the dynamic that was happening between the runners in the race, that sounds approximately like some of the asthma attacks I've had in my athletic career, be it in the pool or on the road or whatever. So in that sense, I would go with an asthma attack. Whether or not it actually was, it manifested like some of my asthma attacks. So that's my guess. Now, she might not have asthma, but that doesn't mean that a person can't have whatever inflammation that is. Or maybe she has super mild. I don't know. Anyway, I still thought she did really well, I would say. So she had gotten towards the front of the pack, and then she dropped back. And I have to say, for not dropping out and still finishing the race, right? She didn't get a DNF, did not finish. She stuck with it and dropped back, not out. So in that sense, that's it. On the pass-fail criteria, she passed. Right? She did good. So there we go. That was my take on the Francine Niyomukunzi 5,000 meters run, time of 15 minutes and 22.40 seconds from today, Monday, 5 August 2024.